The key here is understanding human behavior, also understanding how they react, how they behave in the current age of this, because the technology is evolving. So different users are placed at different environment, and how they interact with the product, how they use their product. That is an important aspect, and as a UX designer, we should be aware of that. What is generally the outcome? Basically, it could either be easy to use, it could be difficult to use, it could be engaging or disheartening, and everything depends upon the understanding of the UX designer about the human psychology and users. That's why I say, like, the success of the product is basically how much understanding the designer has about the users. Here, what plays an important role is the human psychology. It's very important to understand what is human psychology. If you have to understand human psychology, it's basically a science of mind and the human behavior. Mind is all the mental processes, and that behavior is how he reacts in the real situation. It's the study of consciously what you do and unconsciously what you feel and do. It's also good to understand what are the different types of memory. So this really helps designer, because it helps design solutions depending upon what you want to portray, what you want to provide the solution for. So basically, we divide the human memory into 3 types, and these are short memory, sensory memory, and long-term memory. Sensory memory is shortest memory. Short-term is something that has longer duration. It's around 18 seconds. Long-term memory is what we keep for a longer term. It has infinite capacity, and we can store as many information as we want in that memory, provided we keep rehearsing. Otherwise, we'll forget. So it's very important to understand what is human psychology here. And now we have seen that UX design and human psychology has a very big relationship. And it is required because we need to understand why people behave differently in different situations, how they react to the product. If we, as a UX designer, since we come from different background, so some are from the product management backgrounds, others are from the copy background. For people from different groups, it's important to have the basic understanding of human psychology. It's easy to understand, it's easy to learn, because these are the common characteristics. People behave in a common pattern. So it's good to understand, and that will evolve our design and the experience if we have a good understanding of these people. So also, before understanding and going with the laws, it's good to understand the difference between the human cognition and emotion. So basically, human brain works in 2 ways. One is the cognition, that is the thinking part, and the other is the emotion, that is the feeling part. So thinking processes is basically, the cognitive process is basically the logic, all the ifs and whys and buts, and why should I buy, how will the solution work, what will happen if this fails. So all the whys, what, where, when, who, and how, this deals with that part. So the cognitive part, the logical part. And emotional is something that just comes out of your feelings, out of your moods and temperaments. So it's good to understand from the UX point of view the difference between the cognitive and the emotion. This really helps. This is important for the UX designers because it's important to understand for us how the human processes the information. There are 3 different ways how the human processes information. These are divided into 3, and these are called as the visceral response, behavioral response, and the reflective response. So visceral is basically the subconscious and the automatic. Behavioral is basically when you start interacting with the product. Once you start interacting with the product, you may like it or may not like it because of its usability. And reflective takes long time to process the information. So let's suppose you want to buy something, and then you do a lot of logical thinking. After a lot of thinking, only you go and buy that product, or you don't buy that product. So that is basically the reflective response. It's steep, slow, and it takes time. And it happens before buying the product, once you have bought the product, and even after buying the product. So it's the whole experience of the reflective response. You take time to process and then give the response. So as a UX designer, we should understand these and how the brain processes information and what kind of memories we have and how the cognitive and the emotional processing happens. So why human psychology in design? So why should we care about human psychology? As I said earlier, since we come from different background, so it's important for us to understand what they think. It's important for us to empathize with them. So we should understand how they behave, what are the expectations from the product, and that really helps us as a designer. So we need to understand what drives people to behave. So why would they buy the product? What is the problem that you're going to solve? Once they have used the product, how will they react to it? So you need to understand this, and here the cognition and the emotional psychology plays a big role. Also, since our memory is fallible, it's short term, we make mistakes, and storing a lot of information is not easy. So we should develop products that easy to use. And so we see that designers who consider people's cognitive limitations and ability are able to design solutions that matches human intelligence and cognizance.